Because it only does it to you.
It only does it to me, and I don't know why. Do you have your TV on?
Mm,
The volume on your TV on?
No, I through the headphones. Whenever I put the headphones in, it just, you know, it connects the game audio to it. Because if I set the audio, then it's gonna cause a problem. So I have to hear it all at once. But the in-game audio, as a matter of fact, so I don't blow my fucking eardrums out. Let me.
Yeah. Tinker with the settings.
That's I already tweaked as well to keep it from popping my ears. And where the fuck is the thumbnail I just had? Damn it! I'm salivating to kill, and it's long. That even we can make these noobs bleed.
Okay.
We can make these noobs bleed. I played a fucking
You're gonna try to make the news bleed?
I played a fucking supremacy match yesterday. That shit took 2 hours. 2. That means you know the match was good. Got a what?
You have a chatter.
Oh, yeah. Whee! Right now I'm trying to set everything up on the other fucking screen because it's giving me a pain in the ass to fix right now. Ah, there we go. Now, where's my lighter? As a fellow viewer of mine, I would like for you to get into it, but I don't want to. You don't want to cross me on the battlefield if you're not on my team. If you're not on my team,
Oh,
huh?
you just slaughter people because you slaughter people.
No, but if you're on my fucking team, what makes you think I'm gonna attack my teammate? Did I attack you?
Let me think here. Yes.
Hey, at least mines are swifter. You get abducted by your family.
You threw me off the ledge because I was annoying you.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. I mean,
You yeeted me off the map.
you forced my hand. At least it was a swift death.
So, don't give them the credit. I'm kind to my allies. Why is there a Rocky the Flying Squirrel in this game?
Is there a what?
I'm playing Fantasy Star Online, and like, there's a squirrel-looking character.
Alright, all I gotta do is just put everything in the other discords, and I should be good to go. Oh god.
That's really needed. Just what I need. A squirrel with a gun.
I'm just about done. Oh, where it is. There we go.
At least your job doesn't make you have an app that stenographers of Discord where your boss can just yell at you the whole time.
Well, in the early days of YouTube, I was
Oh, that.
realized I had a lot of episodes that prevented me from. Mind you, every person who kept my channel down, guess what? Makes you wonder, did they actually give a damn?
Mike?
No! Like, I'm like,
Yeah, your mic is breaking up.
Give me a second. Does this one sound better? Hello?
Holy shit, you sound better.
Oh, my niece.
No echo.
My niece was giving me one. My niece gave me one of her extra head things. Let me fix this real quick because this just got a tight fucking thing around.
It's clear, too. What the world were you using?
The same mic I was always using that you never complained about till like as of recent. It's been the same one. Probably. Now I'm just trying to untangle this part of the headset because this shit wraps around my neck and I hate that. There we go.
We can't have you guys straight legs in there.
Wait, turn it up louder? I don't know how the headphones is at maximum. Yeah, it says my microphone is held.
You're
Okay,
fine.
okay. All right. I turned it up as high as it can go for me to be heard.
Oh, great, I got burned.
Really? Now, Boo, you want to take me here? I was saying, Cax, that there was a lot of people.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
People who disliked me very early on, so they would basically just tell non people to watch, which just shows that a lot of viewers, like a lot of channels that have a lot of channels, they become sheep to their viewer base. Like their viewer base becomes sheep to them. Then after all those people who disliked me went away, then I was actually able to start doing things again. Yeah.
We're not gonna say the whole name. A man with an egg on his face.
Yeah, seriously, a lot of people had a chip on their shoulders about me.
You had a guy that was called a Scotsman, and he had an egg avatar that was an egg with hair.
That's sad that I know that some PC players love using that logo, but that makes it look like they're basically a flayed egg with glasses.
I mean, it was egg on my face, and then it was that. Oh my god, that guy cursed me because it was shortly after that movie went in. My PS4 bricked.
Yep.
Remember the video I made where I literally threw my PS4 across my room because it was gonna break, and I blamed this guy just for that curse.
Yeah.
I
And then
made
the
him
best
throw
the
a
best
shot
part
literally
the best part
2 days
was
prior.
that I made him was it did he punch or kick his fucking desk?
He broke his desk. He punched his desk. Look, we can reminisce about these good old days
Shit.
here, and we're not trying to bring up
Yeah, I
bad
know.
conflict.
Yeah.
We're just shitting on the fact of stupidity that we did on our end. For God's sake, I almost put a hole in my wall by throwing that PS4.
Yeah, right now I'm just but you know
Because
what?
remember, you saw me break it on
I
the
actually just
video.
I actually just realized something. How come when I make videos that microphone sounds fine, but then when I stream, that's when it acted up?
Uh, maybe it's good for video use only. I don't know. Maybe
That's
this
weird.
is reviewing Dead Metal, aka Malcolm.
Oh,
Dead Metal?
I
Are we
st
talking Dead Metal Media?
Dead Metal Media had finally come around, and now he time to time he drops in to see how I'm doing. Like he doesn't have no issues with me.
Dude, Dead Metal Media was hilarious. I called in live when you were shit talking on a burner phone.
That was funny, yeah. Damn
And he screamed, and then YouTube took the video down.
it. Now that I was like,
No, Dead Metal, you're right. No, YouTube took it
YouTube
down
would
for
do
hate
something.
speech.
Yeah, sometimes YouTube for some reason like the automated bot is highly inaccurate. It's been proven as such.
Like bathing in a lake of Battlefront.
But and it was sad because that was one of my favorite streams because I
Ah,
specifically used him. I was using music as the thumbnail, and
that
he got
was
took it down.
yo. That is some a customer came into the store and that was their ringtone. Emotional damage. I'm looking around. I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from?
Is it the Chinese man that scares the food and makes you have food problems?
No, it wasn't that one. It was what?
What if it
I
was?
gotcha.
That's
Hmm.
serious.
You know what? I'm gonna build my points and wait till I'm on the fucking. Because I guarantee it's gonna make me. This team's gonna make us go up into the goddamn ship to defend it. God damn it. Man, if they really wanted to do something, they should have
And you're a
activated.
droid.
Yeah. They should have activated Heroes Unleashed, which was every hero was only 1,000 points, and you can have every hero on the map. That's when fucking chaos ensues. Because right now, only in Supremacy, each team can only have maybe, I think, 2 or 3 heroes per side. Where on Heroes Unleashed, you can use every fucking hero. Double shot, bitch. Oh, I got shot by a clone trooper right in the titty. I don't fucking care if Bosk is on the map. Don't remind me. I don't care about that fucking lizard. I only care about him when he can get me battle points. That's it. That's his only use. Oh, I got hit with a shot. Okay, I got hit with the heavy blaster. I was wondering where I fucking got shot.
Why is the camera quality so low?
My what?
The picture quality's low.
See, I don't get why it shows everything normal on my screen. It says it's all the way up, too.
Yeah, must be my bad.
I'm like, because like I got it on the screen right here next to me, and it's clear as hell. Oh. Yeah, that's not okay to do. I don't even go that far. And obviously I've been doxxed, but my message to being doxxed is, okay, you want to come dox me and come say hello? Come fuck around and find out. Very simple. You want to meet me? It's going to end with an EMT ride. That's the good thing about living in Florida. Any one of the people who dislike me on YouTube came to come say hello, I could send them off in an EMT. Oh, I swear, whoever's using, if you're using Obi-Wan and Anakin and you're running like a bitch, you do not deserve to play as them. Really, I swear, it's a fucking habit in this house. The moment I start streaming a match, that's when people want to bother me. Oh, damn it. Guess they're going up to the ship. Kick them off the fucking ship. I hear you. It's just, when I had, my free time has become so fucking little that it's like doing this now is an occasion for me.
Same on my end, my job can take a lot of time, or I've got stuff going on in my life.
On the fucking ship. Super battle droid? No, oh no, go back. Go back, carajo. Something's open. There we go.
I am afraid you have left me no
Don't fail me,
choice.
Christopher Lee.
The Nersister Tides have failed to defeat me, and today will be no different.
Oh,
Yep, the jumping had to commence.
you have died in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker.
But you know what's so funny?
Well, last Jedi.
No, laugh at this. People will bitch at the movies, but they'll be all happy to play the content from the movies. Explain that.
I
Do you know how many level something characters from the sequel trilogy you be seeing in multiplayer? A lot. Oh shit, yo. Yeah, but to get them to the levels they're at, that's some dedication.
sometimes you get stuck in there.
Well, actually, when the game first came out, everybody used Kylo Ren because he can not only freeze you, he can yeet you, and he has a heavy attack.
So they made all the new legacy characters, but the new characters busted. The old characters not that much.
Oh no, the old characters are busted.
You realize they remade both of the games and overhaul the power.
Yeah, I know. So far, I'm doing okay with Grievous.
There is no path.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna use somebody with more reflex.
You know the sad thing is with the Marvel movies,
Watch your step.
I
Mm.
all that stuff. I got one made, and I went to get a second one made on a small handheld one.
Army or not, you must realize your
I couldn't get put manga or use on it.
Oh my god.
So I
find yourself in a delicate
this
situation.
can't get that in our school.
You don't mean me any harm.
I'm like, okay, well then just for personal use. Put that one on, I want it all attack.
God damn, they all just want to stay in that tunnel behind Anakin. They're making whoever's playing Anakin do most of the work.
That normal.
I'm a one-man army, though, when I use him. I don't need that much support. Unless I'm caught behind enemy lines, and that's different. Then get me the fuck out of there so I can actually keep doing my job. Whoa! Oh, I just dodged him. I just dodged a swing from him. I mean, they already got this one.
The clones have destroyed the ship. Enact evacuation protocols. This is all your fault.
I'm glad you dropped the thing just like that. Annoying. Imagine if boss bitching at you 24/7. You got wait, what place did you get?
I started the game late, so I couldn't make place. From the time I joined in, I at least left with 34 kills. Oh. Yep, they fucked up. Why are they playing the Fall of the Jedi music? Damn. That's what they're playing, right? No, they're playing the, what is it, Dark Deeds.
Gear up. We've got a pollution village that ran out of second chances about 3 evac runs ago. Civvies are out. Medical supplies they're hiding are not. The Seps are coming for them. We need those supplies. So you start shooting and don't stop until that dreadnought's out of my sight. Now move. We need to get on that Seppi ship.
No,
boys.
Felucia.
And it's not gonna happen until you capture those command posts. Get on it.
They all look alike.
How could you not recognize the planet where Starkiller killed Shock T with a Sarlacc pit?
I know I recognize the level. It's pretty fun. I recognize the one. I just didn't think of the whole name. Can we just make Starkiller great again like they did in the third game?
They are still trying. Even Sam Witwer is trying to figure out how to. He can't even figure out how to get him in because he knows people would be upset if he's just. You would have to make him. He can't be a Sith. He would just have to be a very powerful like a morality darksider. Like he would have to be similar to Revan. And I don't think a lot of people would like him mixed with Revan's ideologies. Starkiller uses the dark side.
I just want my third
Game, yeah.
third game to find out how the hell did you keep Vader in a cage?
I mean, they did. Sam Witwer talked about the story, and he did say that Vader was allowing it.
I know. That's the funny thing. He's Darth freaking Vader who busts out of anything, and yet you think he's gonna keep him there standing like a standing cage?
The only thing I can think of is he's using those binds would have to have been made out of cortosis. But I don't.
Was that even a thing when those games were made? Like
Yeah,
before?
cortosis was a thing.
In the book?
Yep.
Was it in the book?
Plagueis.
Plagueis
utilized it all the fucking time.
Was it in the book?
Yeah, it was in the books before the game was made. It's in the Darth Plagueis.
Okay,
It's in the it's in the Darth Plagueis novel. Darth Bane uses it in his armor outside of the Orbilis armor. Because they know the value of it.
they're gonna do in that damn.
And look, I know people don't like the Acolyte, but the Sith Lord Quimir was the best thing that came out of it.
And then the reveal was he was Asian, and you flipped. I made the joke. I said, watch it be an Asian dude under that helmet. And you got pissed when that happened.
Not really pissed, because he gave himself away a little bit throughout the episodes, because I'm like, you just don't have no punk-ass tech dude aiding a Darksider like that, unless there's a form of manipulation. And he gave off that he's afraid, but he wasn't too panicky when the Master name was mentioned. And not the name of the Master, but saying, oh, the Master will be this, the Master. Normally, if you got no Force powers, you're like, yeah, the fucking Master will do this if we don't get this right. But he's like, remember, the Master says you need to get this done. I was like, motherfucker, you are either a Force wielder yourself, or you're in a safe position.
Capture of command post S underway. Hit the objective!
I gotta admit, I did like the little, as shitty as that story shows us, the power of one, the power of many, and the whole crap in it, with the crap show. I gotta give credit where credit's due. The fight scenes just do the awesome.
He can fight, yeah, he can fight.
Hey, I give credit where credit's due. The man did, like, broke his saber to like Shanks and one guy.
Yeah, and then the other, and then when he fought the Master, homie fights like it's Force Unleashed. He's got 2 sabers. Like, people are like, why does he got a second saber? That's dumb. I'm like, you are a fucking retard if you say that. That's ingenious. His Shoto lightsaber is in his main saber. And the way he fucking...
It's kind of like the Darth Maul.
Yeah.
He wasn't an idiot and could separate his dual saber.
Well, no, he did have a fully... He couldn't separate it. It had to be split. His was designed from the jump to be a saber staff.
He could, at any point,
and he separated it, yeah, it would have been a smart idea.
But I said if he could... But that's basically what they gave that Acolyte guy, was something Darth Maul could have used at the time. Smart, but...
And my only guess is, because yes, you do see Darth Plagueis in the Acolyte, my guess is that Plagueis is doing his whole hunting, but the thing is, when you see him for that moment, he's accurately depicted.
And the show got canceled, and we'll never get a second season.
The only way you could pick back up on that is if you do what is rumored a young Palpatine show, and that's the only place to reintroduce him.
No.
This area is almost secure. Keep it up.
No, not Acolyte. They want to do Palpatine show to show how he rose as a Sith.
I've done this before.
Yeah. Yeah, but I kind of do want to see him massacre his family on screen.
Oh wait, I think you did more for this series that you're doing on the
I've been watching something like that called Skywalker Stories.
I'll have to see more. You know, they do videos and then adaptations of the Sith Wars game.
Oh yeah. Watch them, but then go watch Skywalker Stories, because you heard me listening to it and you were like, God damn, Vitiate tore Palpatine a new asshole when they were talking.
Hey, that was funny.
You enjoyed hearing that. You were like, yeah, you were like, God damn.
What did you have, you fake?
You're
be 50 and Palpatine's like, well, at least I didn't get chained up or get killed.
But then at the end, but at the end of that, Palpatine got fucking zapped. You may not like him, but Palpatine should have known not to be running his mouth off to fucking Vishay. That's another reason why I know we dislike Palpatine, because that's the motherfucker he idolizes, but he'll be quick to talk shit to him. I'm like, bro, you are literally... The reason why you are talking right now, Palpatine, is because he's allowing it. Right now, you would literally be dead, but he's entertaining the thought of you talking. Yeah, he is.
I don't like BJ.
Heavy guns
His
operational.
ass almost got beat in the Revan novel.
Control of command post Dawn.
By
Who was
Darth,
that? Revan almost beat his ass.
yeah, he did until fucking, I think it was like Lord Scorn or something. It was a Sith Lord that had the name of, like, one of the epitomes of fire type names. Scourge? Scourge, yeah. If Lord Scourge hadn't fucking did anything, because he saw that Vishay was not supposed to fall at the hands of Revan. That's the only reason why he reacted. Had he not got that vision, he would have been all for. He made a deal with the Jedi. He was like, "Look, you kill him, let me take over this empire. I ain't gonna fuck with y'all." And he kept his word up until he had that vision. So he was the only Sith Lord that was really keeping his word, and he was a Sith species. The Sith species, though they are very brutish and rough, look at someone like Marco Ragnos. He built up the Sith Empire to the Golden Age and basically said, don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. He was the only Sith Lord that cared about his people. The rest of them, damn.
Oh, but you wait a minute, my bad. Those don't count, they're not canon.
Darth Maul is here.
No, but I'm talking about in general. Just
Christ, what level are you? How are you not a level 1,000 yet? Oh, now pick yourself clear.
I am building up battle points.
Yeah, I dropped the video that I was uploading. Well, I'm making the video. Or if he does get serious on AI. And he's doing the old Republican report. Only one episode.
Great. Pushing up back. Command post Auric has been lost.
Gotcha, bitch.
Silver.
Let me snag that chain off your chest real quick.
Bounty hunter boss just joined the enemy. Our forces have taken control of command post Auric.
It's time to play as Captain Rex.
Targeted droid. Darth Maul has arrived. Be careful, brothers. Only a few seconds.
Wait, what? Where the fuck did this guy go? He was just back here. Then he took off. I was about to clip his ass, he took off. Oh shit, no he did not. God damn it.
Our forces have captured Command Post Dawn. Grenade deployed. Our forces have started to capture Command Post Dawn. I've got you.
That dumb
General Grievous
motherfucker.
has been spotted. That's the last of them. Now hop to it.
Oh,
Sending a ride to
Where's
show
the
you up
ships?
for the Dreadnought.
gotta try to board the ship.
Ha! Semis are in trouble now.
Oh, fuck.
Quick, rendezvous with our transport. Your day is just getting started. Get on the transport. Not much time left to board the transport. Go, go!
God damn it, I almost was able to board it. Fuck it, I'll just wait to spawn. Let me take some to the kitchen in the meantime.
I knew you had it in you. Next stop, mayhem and destruction on the Dreadnought. Second your boots hit the deck. You need to track down those targets and hit them with
Okay.
everything you've
I already
got.
see that I'm back on. We're on the ship. Okay. Oh! Oh!
Told R2 to keep the ship.
Ah!
What?
It's my turn now.
What?
It's my turn now.
How it happened?
It's Dooku and Maul out there. Yoda's a healer, so it's best he goes first. So he can keep me buffed.
As you can see, I am an apprentice.
Come on, let's commit war crimes. It's not a war crime if it's against droids. Or if you get caught. Damn, why didn't you let me kill them? I could have used the health.
Because that's the good thing about playing as a hero. That's one old mechanic they brought back from the original game is health on kill.
Oh, long kill.
All I have to do is just rack up a good amount of kills and I'll just get a full bar of health back. Now I need to figure out how to get down that hall when I'm getting shot. What's the situation, Admiral? That was just a 9-player kill, 10-player kill streak. 11-player kill streak in one hit. Jesus Christ. I did that much with one hit? Yeah. I'm getting back on my level. I'm starting to get my fingers back. Oh, you got me when I was doing my fucking retribution attack. If I would have fucking hit you with retribution, you would have all died. I should have used it. Fuck. Why did I save it? I should have used it right there. Payback, bitch. I didn't even need a lightsaber to kill you for revenge.
Keep inflicting damage on the target, boys. Covering fire, go! General Grievous is here.
One time I actually asked Obi-Wan for help. He's nowhere to be found. This is where the fun begins.
Oh, we won.
I guess the Clankers will have to send us a bigger one next time.
Damn it. Taking me to Geonosis. Why? And the droids. Why?
Geonosis.
But they made me the droids.
If you like Star Wars, surely you want to be on Geonosis.
I know. I know. Support terrorism on Twitch, what?
I'm watching the thing about Stormpiper.
The hell did he do?
You don't want to know. If you follow my thing, my post on, you probably be going, oh, wow, this guy's interesting.
Oh, God.
I can see you play with Storm about Stormpiper.
I'm actually about to play something that even you're going to be like, yeah.
To disrupt our operations.
You're going to be like, yep, that's how it would be. Where is it at? Ah, here it is.
Require a diplomatic solution.
That is power. You mistake power for domination. My empire shaped civilizations that endured for generations, built on my mastery of the Force. Yours is a hollow monument, propped up by fear and weakness. It is my empire that governs the galaxy, not yours. The Jedi are extinct. The Sith are ascendant. I have accomplished what your kind never could. Control of the galaxy, unchallenged. True control is effortless. It bends the galaxy to your will without you ever lifting a finger. You shaped an empire that fell into obscurity. The galaxy remembers you as a myth, if at all. I have done what you could not. I have carved my name into the stars themselves. You have carved nothing. You are an opportunist pretending it was your victory. And yet it is I who rules. While you sit on a dead throne in a forgotten abyss, my apprentice ensures my will is carried out across the stars. Where is your empire now, Valkorian? Gone. Your will forgotten. You are nothing but a memory. The Force trembles not in fear of you, but in anticipation of your failure. Your apprentice is shackled to your leash, and your empire, it is already crumbling beneath its own weight. Your time is over, Valkorian. You have no relevance, no power. I am the Sith. I am the master of the dark side. No, you were a pretender. His destiny was never yours to control.
What?
Stay away from playing how to track people.
Oh, I was listening to the fucking Palpatine and what's it called thing. God damn it, I thought I could jump on here. Keeps going on.
Look, I remember buying this game and could not get into it.
Oh, I know.
Ah! You got killed by Anakin.
I mean, what am I gonna do?
Last time you were in this facility, you were in no condition to supervise your own convalescence, Lord Vader. I will remain ward of myself from this point forward. Ward of yourself? When it comes to overseeing modifications of this shell, Master. As it should be. Useless machine, useless.
it's hilarious.
There aren't exceptions to
The shit I've got him to say.
I'm certain that dozens of Jedi escaped with their lives, and in due time you will have the pleasure of killing many of them. But of greater import is the fact that their order has been crushed.
Yeah.
Finished.
So I'll be able to do the final week when it
Do I make
comes.
myself clear?
Yes, Master.
In burying their heads in the sands and snows
For the most part.
worlds, the surviving Jedi humble themselves before the Sith. So let them,
I got that and more.
let them atone for 1,000 years of arrogance and self-absorption. Once more your thoughts betray
Fuck
you.
'em.
I see that you are not yet fully convinced.
Look at us. Are these the faces of victory?
We are not this crude stuff, Lord Vader. Have you not heard that before?
Too often.
But from me you will learn the truth of it.
In the same way, you told me the truth about being able to save Padme.
I had nothing to do with Padme Amidala's death. She died as a result of your anger at her betrayal, my young apprentice.
You're right, Master. I brought about the very thing I feared for her. I'm to blame.
Sometimes the Force has other plans for us, my son. Fortunately, I arrived at Mustafar in time to save you.
Save me. Of course you did, Master. And I suppose I should be grateful. But what good is power without reward? What good is power without joy?
Eventually you will come to see that power is joy. The path to the dark side is not without terrible risk, but it is the only path worth following. It matters not how we appear in any case, or who is sacrificed along the way. We have won, and the galaxy is ours.
Did you promise as much to Count Dooku?
Darth Tyrannus knew what he risked, Lord Vader. If he had been stronger in the dark side, he would be dead, and he would be my right hand.
I wasn't strong enough to defeat Obi-Wan.
No, you weren't. So just imagine what Yoda might have done to you. Obi-Wan triumphed because he went to Mustafar with a single intention in mind: to kill Darth Vader. If the Jedi Order had shown such resolute intention, if it had remained focused on what needed to be done, rather than on fears of the dark side, it might have proved more difficult to topple and eradicate. You and I might have lost everything. Do you understand?
Then I suppose I should be grateful for what little I have been able to hold on to.
That shit is getting better every day, goddamn.
The clones are taking command post crack.
Sith Lord has joined us. All is here.
Sentry guns online. Targeting grenade. Enemy forces are taking command post Storm. Annihilate. Sentry gun
You're still on Genesis?
My name
Yep.
is Bosk.
This is basically original Battlefront 2, where it's like you're battling for the command points, or for the command posts, and then control the well, to destroy the ships.
Bosk. Dust.
Tell me, is that gorilla or the heathen?
The what? Oh, that shit? I don't know. I don't know. Because both sides have good points, but Chisel the Donuts is right. You ain't beating a fucking gorilla if he's trying.
Whoa, yo! He kind of still doing
That too,
something.
yeah. There is that. That shit had me hurt. I was hurting. Because I'm like, she says, I can't understand this dumb stuff. I'm like, hey, what is the difference? Well, why can't 100 people fight a gorilla? You think who's gonna win? She's like, I don't know, the 100 people? And I looked at her, I was like, there's only one man who can beat him. Yeah, and she still doesn't get it that much. And all I did was tell her this. I was like, listen, listen, look. That, the only person who could beat him is a dead WWE star called Chris Benoit. That's the only person that could beat a gorilla.
Oh, it's like, I punched it up. I paused my animated
Fuck, they're gonna board the boat. They're gonna see. I hate playing as the Federation Army. Yeah, I know. I mean, I just collect at this point. When I play as them, I just collect at that point.
Yeah, there are no good stuff to play with Blood right there. The only good kind of side to play is the Anakin side, that's it. Other than that, everything else
I mean, playing as the Empire and playing every other faction is fine. Something about playing the droids is just not fun.
I know, it's boring.
Well, at least Anakin died just there. The only reason you like him is because of Grievous, Maul. If you can get a hold of them, then it becomes a game. Holy shit, that guy got tossed right into my fire.
Because everybody wants to be close to no one destroyed him.
That or the Empire, because you can play as the Death Troopers. And those fuckers don't play. Those are what you call lethal motherfuckers at their job.
I know what you need to do. Play the, they need to put the, what was it,
Order 66 Force?
No, from Republic Commando.
Hmm. Wow, you fuckers just took the whole... Yeah.
The Republic Commando
Yeah, the Clone Commandos.
That small commando platoon.
I mean, this game does have the Clone Commandos, and they're you're only allowed to have 4 people at a time. No, actually, they nerfed the limit that you can have on using them in other modes. If you're in a big mode, I think you can have a maximum of 4 squad members playing as commandos. But if you're playing like the other modes, they reduce the count.
Because they got too broken, correct?
Yeah, their weapons were no joke. I'm like the only one who's getting bold to come up close and actually start shooting at these fucking... Oh, God, where did I just get shot from? Oh, he was hiding too. Bastard. That's why I killed Anakin Skywalker with a super battle droid. Whoever just played at him, you're garbage, never use Anakin again.
The Jedi Master
Yeah,
Yoda.
what player streaming right now hears you say that?
I don't give a shit, you're gonna use him the right way. I get offended when he's not used correctly.
Think of the 4 other streamers trying to stream Anakin Skywalker and don't know how to use it correctly.
Go back to playing clone support.
The civvies are securing the objective.
An Indian using tech support could probably get a better kill count.
Now, is that any way to greet your fellow Star Wars fans who are helping you revive this game? Is that how you treat your fellow Star Wars
That's how
fans?
you treat noobs, fandom menacers, and suckers.
But you know it's good things to these people here at your game like this. You can't
I can't. This is pre-revival trash talk. I'm getting ready because when even more people keep coming in, more people. You know what, Resurgence? Because now the game is like I think $10 to get. I think it's available. Yeah, it's also available to download on the other downloadable things, sometimes for free.
Yoda has joined the clones.
My PC is superior. You got me Game Pass.
I'm basically the Doc Holliday of this game. I don't look well. I'm in my prime.
Sentry gun online.
So Star Wars series company.
Hold on. I was about to shoot Yoda's legs up from under him. I'm playing as a droid, which is the equivalent to Head and Shoulders shampoo.
That's not a clone. Who's that?
I took Anakin down twice.
The civvies have begun to capture the objective.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yep. Oh, it would have been a third time had that person not shot him.
Proud of you.
I am proud of my dark deeds. Go to sleep, Chewbacca.
Seppies are capturing the objective.
Fuck out.
Target locked.
Yep, we kicked them out of the ship. Get the fuck off my ship.
Master Kenobi is now fighting.
Yeah, they should have let you play as like Blade, as a dark.
Excellent. Now,
That would be busting.
transports waiting.
You know goddamn well that would
Anakin Skywalker. Give the droid faction the Anakin version of Anakin Skywalker that's fallen.
that would not bode well for anybody.
Because then you could have the light side.
I'm only see the thing is I am only some of my skill level is hindered by the mechanics of the game that I have to follow. But if it was full on unrestricted, now we gotta try to capture their command, try to get to their ship and blow it up.
Target locked. Acquiring target.
So what's gonna happen when that game if it does have a resurgence? Or if people are allowed to put on their mic? Is there stuff in the crash talk on Call of Duty or Modern Warfare 2?
Probably.
I mean, you already had that problem with Red Dead Redemption 2
Yeah.
online. You go on the online version.
Oh, you know it's finally getting the the next gen Resurgence thing starting probably this year.
What?
Red Dead 2. Yeah, it's getting an upgrade, so.
I really play as a vehicle. Let's see how I do.
Count Dooku is here.
The clones have begun to capture Command Post F.
We have transports inbound. Get ready.
Oh, now we're going on their ship. I'm gonna try to keep it alive. I'm gonna try to keep the ships going with this damn tank.
To the transports.
Made it to the transport. Bitch! I used that fucking tank as a distraction.
I am as impressed as my programming allows.
Now let's land on the fucking Venator and blow it up.
Once on board the Republic ship, you'll find that I've identified strategic targets for your attack. Secure all positions. Then we will proceed to take down the ship.
Our forces are taking control of the objective.
Oh, I got hit with a rocket.
Uh-oh, rocket knocked out.
I was staying alive till I got hit by that fucking thing.
We're taking control of the objective.
Wow, somebody I just killed is called P. Diddy. That was funny. What next? Am I gonna get killed by somebody called Diddy's oil bottle?
Is here.
Maybe oil,
We're
diesel oil.
capturing the objective.
If you're working for the Trade Federation and you're feeling a bit of rust, and you don't want to use that regular WD-40, P. Diddy's oil will get you right up and lubed up, ready to fight the Republic on every day.
I can't believe they
That's the other good thing about this, the names.
We're securing the objective.
We have been joined by
shot through the wall. I didn't know how hard that game Alpha Protocol was. Jesus Christ. When I was playing it.
Oh, you forgot about how hard it was.
I never played it. This is my first time.
Oh,
I just,
tedious. You want the custom class, the ones that you make yourself.
yeah.
Don't go for the class ones instead. And you want to buff up your hand-to-hand combat, your pistols, and your
Oh. I should be good then, because I already did that.
You go for those ones first, and then you also go for your tech hat.
Proceed to the second phase.
Oh god, I really break the game. That's broken the game all the time.
Our forces are attacking the target.
We are getting support from General Grievous himself.
Who's that? Some kind of Republic hero?
Continue to concentrate.
I am blowing a chunk out the side of that fucking thing.
It's taking damage. This Republic
Now let's get the last one.
history.
And we won. Oh shit, I actually won with the droid army.
Republic should not have interfered with our
Wow,
operations.
really?
You would think these clones would have learned to take better care of their things by now.
Take a hit. Oh, we're going on the Death Star.
Go now. I didn't see that option.
What?
I was playing Outer Gate and I didn't see this one option up there.
Gained a foothold on the battle station, but our position here is tenuous. The Imperials will throw everything they have at us, and our best defense lies in attacking. May the Force be with us.
Shit.
We'll defeat the Imperials by taking and holding all marked positions.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's just gonna be like just a regular conquest mode on the fucking Death Star. There's no taking the ship. Good thing I could just focus on the ground then. The conference room.
Another item.
Damn it. Oh, that was fast. How the fuck did somebody already get Vader out? Oh, I walked right into Darth Vader. Hello. Yeah, there ain't not much I can do against that. Oh shit, again, damn. He's everywhere. That's like the third time I got killed by Vader, goddamn.
Come on, capture C so I can spawn on him. There we go, now I can help. And it's still Darth Vader out here. God damn. Shit! Let me spawn on them, damn it. Oh. Well, at least I got Han Solo. I can work with this. I wonder if I should do a new game plus run of Jedi Fallen Survivor with fucking all the Han Solo clothes on, the cosmetics and everything, make it look like Han Solo's a survivor. That'd be funny as hell. Go to sleep, Boba Fett. Oh, the irony that I took Boba Fett down with Han. They're all fucking gunning for me. God damn.
Yeah, it could work.
Damn, Vader caught me. I'm gonna be progressive. I'm gonna use an Asian jetpack woman. And if she dies quick, then she wasn't up to snuff. Oh, Gio, there might be a sequel to the fucking Hulu Hellraiser we watched. No, the one you and I saw, the one with the female Pinhead, was 3 years ago.
I know.
I mean, if they take their time with it, because look what happened with the other movies that when you don't take your time.
Well, because they can do this not rushing themselves and that bad. Don't take time to make. I understand you're wrong.
Yeah, but I can't like I hope that each Hellraiser story they do is consistently good, like the first original 2, and maybe a little bit of 3, not all of 3.
We're securing command post F.
We gotta capture that hangar. That's the only way to keep a foothold on any of the map. This
I
map.
mean, Candyman was pretty bad.
Yeah. But
No offense to anybody that likes the Candyman movie. I'm not either, everybody. They can't hear me. But if the concept was good, it's
see, if they would have just made it more overtly connected to the first one instead of this whole urban legend stuff, which I know the whole fucking concept is that it's an urban legend trying to come to life to kill and get revenge and all that shit. But at least they should have just made the connection of the first two clear from the very jump. That should have been the main focus. If I would have done it differently, I would have kept it psychological, yes. But from the get-go, I would have had the main character be haunted by the original Candyman. And then you piece together that original Candyman needs a new host to keep going. So there, you could have just had it to where they try to save this guy throughout the whole movie, but in the end, he still becomes Candyman. There ain't no happy ending with Candyman. That shit's just gonna have to happen. Tonyo. Fuck, I would have had him right there. You know what, for the fuck of it, I'm gonna use an Ewok. How about that?
Yeah.
We're good. We're good with that? Cool. If I unironically get kills with this fucking thing, I'm gonna have to question myself. Because I normally don't use them like that. I mean, the fact that I'm still alive. I hear a lightsaber. I know I'm not gonna make it if that... I just gotta accept that.
But you hear the Imperial March?
Yeah, he's here, and I'm just a fucking Ewok with a bow. Not much I can do. That's just, I gotta accept that L. Unless I blind him first before I try to kill him. Or at least hit him. And my blind ability up. Oh, he found me. He was like, who the fuck was that little bear? Capture the hangar so I can spawn and help.
We now hold almost all the command posts.
They got Vader defending that command post. That's why it's so fucking hard to get a foothold in there. Come on, free up one of the fucking heroes. Maybe I can get a hero in the time that takes me a light. If the thing goes.
Oh, Vader! We did not know! We only wish peace! Oh, idiot! He promised us peace!
And that's how it needs to be done.
I always loved that line.
The game one is worse. The movie one is tame. You know killing them yourself. You know killing them yourselves felt good when we got to that.
No, what felt good was the Order of 66 mark. When we actually got to
Play the level.
Play the level and see what was cut from the movie.
The sector will be ours any moment now.
We'll bring this empire down!
We're capturing Command Post Dorn.
I'm trying my best to capture this command post without getting killed. And I got it from up under them.
Our troops have secured almost every command
There's
post.
still no one until season 2.
Oh no, it's been confirmed. It's actually being made right now. Ewan McGregor signed on for Clone Wars flashbacks, and Hayden's coming back as both Ghost and flashbacks.
Oh, we're gonna get to see him in
Clone Wars armor.
yeah, we're gonna see Sean in the tail end of the final episode, which is epic.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I hate to have to say retcon these focus books. Like, what was the point of that book? Retcon.
Which part was retcon? Because I don't remember what part it was.
Han Solo has decided to join us.
Grenade out!
Goddamn Death Trooper. I won't be surprised if that Darth Vader has the highest kill count in this game. I won't be surprised. He's still alive. Alright.
Someone can play Darth Vader as good as you for one.
Well, the thing is, you know Armor Vader's my second. If I use all my skill is using Anakin. Now Vader is for when I need to lock in. This person, he's not really doing it by himself. He's staying with the squad, which is smart, but you're a fucking Sith Lord. You're damaging reputation for style.
Grenade out!
Nothing wrong with one that's like a badass.
Damn. Oh, we're still winning, though. We just have to hold one more command post. And it's a wrap.
Versio is nearby. Be careful.
And that look like might be happening if we do this right.
Covering fire!
We're taking control of Command Post Borak.
Luke Skywalker has joined the battle.
Oh, they're holding it on by 1%. You fuckers. They're holding on by 1%. The line's been held.
Now let's see what we can do to sabotage this battle station.
Aren't you happy?
Where's it gonna take us next? See, I told you that motherfucker was up there. Didn't I say that? Should I play Galactic Assault or Starfighter? I'm wondering. Depends where I go next. Hoth. Okay. Don't you notice a pattern here, Kyo? Did I not just go through 3 Clone Wars era matches? Now I'm in a part of 2 OT. Is it taking us through the whole saga? This lobby? Well, shit. Fucking war.
Isn't that what you wanted?
Say hello to my little friend. Oh, what do you mean they can't hear you, Kia? My Discord thing, the Discord setting for the PlayStation allowed it. I think people can hear you.
Hi, audience.
The Imperial advance on Hoth stops here. They may have the firepower.
Alright, let's go out here and get them. Wait, do we go to the ships in this mode on Hoth, or is it just traditional Hoth? I forgot, because some of the mode is tweaked depending on what map you're playing on. They tweaked this fucking game more times than a fucking Ebor hooker gets tweaked.
The Imperials can be beaten. We must capture and hold these command posts against them.
Secure the objective.
We've taken Point Orange.
Wait, let me fix something here. Okay.
Attack that area now.
Should be good.
Throwing.
Son of a bitch!
You're glad to see us.
I got shot, but I'm in the air.
The ship's taking a lot of hits.
What the fuck? Oh hell no, get your ass back here.
Red squad, at your service.
Bring that ass here, boy. Where the fuck did he go? There you are. Fuck, I got shot. I was about to lock a missile on his ass. Where's this guy shooting me from so I can clip him with a missile? Who the fuck is shooting at me? All right. Oh, my girlfriend's watching. My girlfriend's watching. She fucking watched me crash out on this game yesterday. I mean, you're here. You can confirm, Keo, that this is. Woo.
I'm sorry, I can confirm what? I'm not confirmed.
That you can confirm how I am with this game. Shit. Oh, those people are. Oh, yeah, they got high level starship shit, so no wonder. I just got stepped on. And I crashed. What the f... Yeah, I'm just staying off. I'm just staying on the ground. Fuck this. Goddamn jet trooper.
The Imperials have us cornered. We must counterattack and reclaim those command posts.
Grenade deployed.
We're securing point crash. Chewbacca has joined our side.
Rapid fire, ready to go.
Shit, they're losing that to Darth. They were losing the base to him. Shit. Still got you from hiding behind that rock. Where the hell I shot?
Lando Calrissian is here. With his luck, we can't lose.
Covering fire ready.
Damn, I was trying really hard right there.
Ready to provide covering fire.
That was worth a try. I tried to unload a whole fucking thing into a starship. Capturing.
The Empire is resorting to bounty hunting now. Bosk is here.
Damn, they were all behind me. Come on, capture something. Do y'all fucking jobs.
General Solo is here.
Nope. I'm just killing at this point. I just killed somebody called Trump Squad.
If we don't push back now, we're done for.
Grenade out.
Enemy's running scared. Unidentified ally on sight.
Oh shit, there was a fucking ATST behind me. But it went bye-bye. Let me play as a walking carpet for a bit. Yeah, and what? Mm. Shit. Where are they at? God damn it. Oh, they're all over here. Heal, motherfucker. Oh, it's boss. That's a problem. Yeah, there's no beating the Empire on Hoth. Let me use the bathroom, damn it. Alright, I pulled up the other game modes. I wonder what to do next. Oh shit, Galactic Assault picked up already.
Oh, wow.
Really, on the fucking droids? That means we gotta push.
Disruptor hit to an MTT.
This game sucks, and I like it. Dubbed Worst Game of 2005 by GameSpot, Land of the Dead Road to Fiddler's Green, released for both PC and original Xbox, acting as a prequel tie-in for the Land of the Dead film that came out earlier in the year. Truthfully, there's not that much that connects the two. It could have easily been a completely separate thing. And it kind of was initially. The designers wanted to make a game based on the world George A. Romero had built, since they felt the zombie genre was underserved in the video game medium. In an unorthodox series of events, Brainbox Games, the developers, created and finished their single-player PC game. It wasn't in alpha or pre-production or anything, though it was already done apparently, and then they approached Universal for a potential tie-in partnership. Universal liked what they saw, and then worked with the devs to retrofit some story bits in here and there, likely the radio broadcasts and Fiddler's Green finale, since those are really the only story bits in the game anyway, and they also help shape the environments to more resemble the film. Since Brainbox Games already wanted to set their game in the George A. Romero Living Dead universe, there's no mention of the word zombie anywhere. Flesh feasters, stale skins, walking dead, ever hungry, reanimated corpses, and many more are used instead in the hints on the loading screens. You gotta hand it to Brainbox Games. This is Manifest Destiny at its finest. Wait, what does that phrase mean again? When you shoot your shot, you should expect to fall short, but they didn't. They landed the IP, officially, that they were dreaming of. Everything is coming up Millhouse, except unanimously, this game was viewed as a pile of garbage. While I can readily admit that most of what these reviewers say is correct, I think the passage of time does favors for slop like this, since, unlike them, I'm not limited to what exists in 2005 and before. When I played Spec Ops The Line last year, in addition to loving the narrative, I came away feeling refreshed, enjoying the gameplay itself quite a lot. Apparently for people of the time, cover-based third-person shooters were getting pretty stale, and thus, from their point of view, the gameplay was generic at best. I think both perspectives are perfectly valid, and for two different reasons. One, release day reviews aren't the same as YouTube retrospectives. One is to help the buyer understand what they're getting, letting them know if they should purchase said game or not, and the other is a more in-depth look at the full work of art, the main objectives being entertainment value and, hopefully, insight. Different goals, different ways of approaching things. Secondly, and more importantly for the argument I'm making, we exist in different time periods. Sure, I played Army 2 earlier in the year, but beyond that, 2024
Wait, what?
Jax isn't exactly drowning in 2010s era third-person shooters or games with a strong military framing. A person playing Spec Ops on release is, however. The modern gaming landscape at the time was filled with both of those, so the fatigue was naturally setting in. Quote, Spec Ops The Line is a tremendous example of how much effect great writing can have on a game. Without it, this is a title that would be heading to the bargain bins within weeks as another brown cover shooter. End quote. Woof. Road to Fiddler's Green sparked the same level of contrast between what I thought versus what the masses thought
It
at the
was
time of release.
ass.
I see the word linear used disparagingly in some reviews, but for 2025 Dorgax,
No, I didn't watch it.
bad at all. It's
I only
kind
watched
of
the first season.
refreshing. Open world games, skill trees, and cinematic experiences are what's popular nowadays, so having none of those, even if that's what people back then would be impressed with, works for me right now. I also have a good 20 more years of zombie media at my fingertips, so the cries of zombies are supposed to be X and Y mean nothing to me, since, well, zombies can be anything. We've even seen some comedy and romance movies with the undead setting, so the idea that these flesh feasters are somehow less than, an affront to the zombie name because they have shitty AI? Nah. Yes, it is painfully bad at times, and I can show a great montage of them getting stuck on doors or standing around. Or, believe it or not, walking along the Crystal Cave pathways to seed the scaleless. But this is what I'd classify as endearing jank. I mean, come on, bro got stuck on a hammer on the ground. How is that not hilarious? In all seriousness, finding an enemy immobile was a relief sometimes, since some of these reanimated corpses are terrifyingly deadly. An easy kill now and again isn't the end of the world by any means. Yes, you heard that right. I thought this game was legitimately tense and scary at times, most reviewers thinking the exact opposite. Beauty really is all in the eye of the beholder, as they say, and for me, Fiddler's Green was kind of a blast. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot here that's awful. Much of it, I'd say, veering into the objectively bad category, if there ever was one. However, despite Seymour's directions, I made it through, and mostly enjoyed my time. It's still a bit of a mess, though, so let's just start there. While it seems the PC version of the game somehow kept a modding community going, and likely is the better of the two, I found the physical version for sale at a used game shop last year, so that's what I played. I put the disc into my original Xbox and suffered the wrath of mid-cutscene loading periods and constant frame drops, including the game outright freezing for moments where something big is happening, such as tossing grenades, or when enemies spawn in. I promise you, it's not your internet. My game nearly shat itself when the zombie puked on me. Unreal. When it's not completely stopping for a full second or two, Fiddler's Green may as well be a PowerPoint presentation with how much it chugs along at times. This is some of the objectively bad territory I was talking about earlier. I'd be much happier with the game if it didn't, do this. If you're moving the camera when a big chunk of load happens, you'll be totally disoriented, since it keeps your inputs in mind when the game is in its frozen state. You're still holding right or left, so now you're completely turned around. Yay! Some people praise the feeling of the headshots, but for my money, even with the sniper, I found the headshots to be wildly inconsistent. While your crosshair is on the enemy head. Sorry, pal, the game decided you
A
actually
shitty
stuck the
5-year-old
arm.
game.
I found getting headshots with the sniper rifle was more reliable when I wasn't zoomed in, as in when I had the supposed worse accuracy. Come on, tell me how these two were headshots. Is there a random critical chance or something behind the scenes? I have no idea, but it still looked like I should have missed altogether. Speaking of that, the shotgun has its own share of inconsistencies. More often, a shotgun blast up close is all you need. Sometimes it can even kill 2 zombies at once.
Oh, they shut up finally on that horse crap.
This goads you into relying on it in a pinch, but be careful, it doesn't always work like you think it should. This looks to be aimed right at his neck and chest, right? Nope, it shut off his leg somehow. Yeah, I know, there's no transition between the standing and crawling states. It's pretty jarring when slowed down. At least I was in control of this situation. Here it looks like a point-blank shot, but the voracious undead said no and kept on coming. Since there's a lengthy delay before you can fire again, if a seemingly guaranteed insta-kill shotgun blast doesn't do its job, that can leave you in a really bad spot. You also can't swap your weapons when reloading, and you reload immediately without your consent, so don't think this is some quick-paced action game. It's deliberately slow-paced, sluggish even. The M16 and starting rifle thankfully don't suffer from the randomness the sniper and shotgun does. With the M16 you don't get until halfway through the game, and the bolt-action rifle takes 4 separate trigger pulls to kill zombies with, an entire magazine, and headshots, hilariously enough, don't do anything. Landing 4 rounds into their forehead is the same thing as landing 4 rounds into their leg. Neat. You can wield a melee weapon, but yeesh, the range of your swings is pitiful, especially egregious considering the insanely long reach zombies get with their attacks. Surely a person swinging a shovel or a bat would be able to hit from further away than an undead swinging their arm, right? This isn't even the worst of it, as, hilariously, they also get a right attack, one of the goofiest looking offensive moves I've seen in a survival horror game. Despite their head and neck not moving, and their positioning obviously not being close enough to you, the zombie punch lands all the same, and you take damage. This is straight up embarrassing, but at least it's funny, right? It is so bad it's good kind of funny. The melee weapons have 2 attacks, one normal and one alternate. The normal one is quicker, but mostly terrible, and the alternate attack takes longer, but is much stronger and top exposed to the floor. I didn't know about the alternate swing early on, and I also didn't find the revolver, even though it's apparently in the first level of the game. Here it is in the intro montage video, but I never used it. So, yeah, I had a rough go at the start. It is great that the melee weapons all have different qualities though, different damage, destruction potential, animations, and reach. Golf Club isn't the strongest, but swings the furthest. The axe can dismember zombies easily, making its normal swing actually fun to use, opposed to the others, which kind of stink. The bat at least sounds good, but doesn't really look like it's doing much.
Damn, they're not giving up these heroes, Jesus.
MTT reporting heavy damage.
And finally, the lead pipe is the best in the game due to its insane damage. 2 alternate swings is all you need. Except when you don't know about a very specific oddity with the game. Whether the zombie will take full damage or not depends on their state. Bodies on the ground can either be a lifeless husk or a zombie in waiting, which is a good detail on its own. But although it looks like you can get the drop on them, you can't. Shotgun blasting them doesn't do any damage when they're getting up. They have to be fully standing. This is different from the other shotgun inconsistency, I promise. As right here, I shoot her twice while she's getting up, then another one point blank, and then on the 4th blast, the second one upright, she finally goes down. The same thing goes for the melee swings. 2 lead pipe whacks should be what the doctor ordered, but if you hit their head as they're standing back up, it'll take 3 hits since the middle one didn't count. I'm almost positive they're simply invincible when getting up off the ground. What's crazier, you can't even damage the possum zombies from far away to goad them into rising. It's only your proximity that matters. Shoot one with the Glock? Sorry, pal, you wasted a bunch of ammo for nothing. You do get a sprint, but for the first hour or 2 of my playthrough, I didn't realize it was there, which helped me discover the jumping spam movement. After learning I could sprint, this was put on the back burner, but I still use this now and then when I ran out of stamina, specifically when trying to get back to Otis. Oh, we'll talk about him, don't worry. Unfortunately, Jack, the former main character, has the fitness level of an overweight stay-at-home dad. Wait, no, worse actually. Don't ask me how I know this. Seriously, bro gets winded immediately, taking maybe 3 steps before huffing and puffing. Yeah, this didn't get annoying at all. You might be wondering why I supposedly like this game, given how negative I've been so far. For starters, it's a survival horror game where you'll have to conserve your ammo when you can. It's easy to die if you aren't careful, and you literally advance through a series of levels, scrounging for resources like health and ammo, acquiring new weapons, and taking down enemies methodically. I might have had less friction if I was given a quick save, both due to the technical issues I experienced and the level of challenge some sections gave me, but I think it was for the best that dying set me back so much. Yeah, you have to work around the weirdness of the game, like headshots seemingly not working half the time, inconsistent weapon damage when zombies are in transition states, and so on. But that was part of the fun, dealing with this janky-ass work of art. Some disagree, but I genuinely do think this is a tense game. It's all too easy to get surrounded and take an insane amount of damage, or, God forbid, get caught off guard by a crawler. All of the enemies are zombies, yet there's a decent variety here with the designs, some being much more dangerous than others, forcing you to constantly reevaluate the situation. The game mixes set enemy placements with ambushes, so you'll have to manage threat levels, prioritizing certain types of undead over others fairly often. Crawlers, in addition to being genuinely scary, deal a lot of damage and can't be cheesed with the alternate swings since they don't get knocked down. Those gotta go first, at least early on. Eventually you'll encounter the disease-looking zombies, and now it's a contest. The 4-legged freaks are unnerving, sure, but being puked on, or the second variety, which explodes after they chatter their teeth enough, inflicts a poison on you, which, in addition to taking your health away slowly for a while, clouds your vision like no other, jerking the camera around, making it harder to aim. There's also a screamer, which I'm told summons other zombies, but I'll be honest, their howling freaked me out so much that I wanted them dead ASAP, regardless of what they did. Okay, I'll admit, their shoulders jiggling all around is kind of funny. Yes, this game sucks, but it's fun. It is. Finally, there's the undead that hold weapons. They have a lot more health, deal more damage, and can't be knocked down with the alternate melee swings. Rough. Add on the fact that regular zombies sometimes, randomly it felt like, charge in, closing the gap far quicker than you might have accounted for, potentially ruining your carefully made plans, like wanting to throw a Molotov at a group. And yeah, for such a slow-paced and simple game, there's a lot to think about during intense battles. Speaking of the Molotovs, you also get grenades, and let me tell you, the way your character throws them is fucking ridiculous.
There we go, I planted the bomb.
He will sidearm it, making it veer to the right and miss at best. Or, at worst, throw it into a wall, making it land by your feet. Incredible. Nice work, Jack. There was also a time where I threw a grenade, switched over to my bat, and it disappeared. No idea what happened there.
Come on, motherfuckers.
There are more things to praise in Fiddler's Green. There's also a lot more to criticize, so let's keep going. I like having to explore and eke out supplies whenever possible, but the proximity for opening drawers and doors is way too generous. It should be pretty simple. Whatever you're pointing the camera at is what the game should think you'll want to interact with. But no, you'll time and time again open and close doors you weren't intending to, try to search one drawer and open two others, or try to grab the only item on screen, some vital ammunition, and the game thinks you want to keep checking the drawers right beside it for some reason. Boy, this is a small problem that gets multiplied by 1,000 since I've been doing this all game. I used to think, how come not every desk or cabinet can be searched, huh? In my youth, and probably even as late as my 20s, but if this is the end result, opening dozens of empty filing cabinets one after the other, you know what? Maybe I'm okay with only a handful of these assets being interactable. I never thought I'd be annoyed when walking into a locker room filled with lockers to sift through, but here we are. What a chore. Sheesh. Now, as much as I enjoyed the finding of new weapons and the searching for supplies as it currently exists, I think some sort of progression for your offensive tools would have been nice. Please, God, don't assault this game with skill trees or character level ups. But I was thinking how well a Bioshock weapon upgrade system would work here. Just a little something more to aid exploration in these mostly linear levels, finding some secrets off to the side. Instead, near the end especially, it was a boatload of Molotovs and ammo for guns I was already full on, and since you can't hold on to heli pickups, you find first aid and apply medical attention right then and there. Coming across caches of supplies at full capacity was a bit of a letdown. The vents at the parking garage level was particularly sad, since this felt like a secret area, and the only reward was a big heal, which was obviously worthless to me. The music that's in the game isn't bad, but it's always static. You'll hear the same track looping throughout the whole level.
Come on, we're getting inside the movie. Get the mother. Get out of my way. Oh, and I got killed.
But it could have been a lot worse if these weren't as good as they are. And I am being serious. These songs set the mood pretty well, I'd say. The cutscenes are laughable in more ways than one. I've already shown you how the game can't even load the whole thing in one go. It hitches at times, making you wonder if the game is going to crash. Explosion. Rock the hospital. It did crash, but not during a cutscene, so maybe I was worried for nothing. Even more than that, though, although the characters move their mouths as if they're talking with each other, we just get a voiceover from Jack the farmer about what's going on.
Can't let you win here.
The doctor got more supplies a few days ago. Something about having the doctor character visibly speak and then saying, now let's just have Jack tell you what he said.
Wait.
Really funny to me.
Luke Skywalker? Wow. He's in the wrong timeline.
The doctor said that if I went to the basement, I could open the door by flicking an electrical
This is a Clone Wars battle. What are you doing here?
Despite the visuals being obviously shitty by today's standards. And, I mean, they weren't great by 2005 standards either. The part of the game where the building you were in was collapsing or on fire or what have you worked really well. I didn't think I was pressured for time or anything, given the lack of an on-screen timer, yet I was surprisingly anxious and jumpy. Each time a scripted explosion went off, it freaked me out a little. Sure, some of that has to do with the checkpoint system being punishing, along with the game being janky and unpredictable, but I was quite impressed with these moments all the same. I mean, they do tank the frame rate to hell and back, but that's kind of the standard Fiddler's Green, so what are you gonna do? bags. They're not static. They can sometimes squirm around as if the dead have come back to life. Can you imagine? In the movie theater, they're stacked high as if used for cover, which is just haunting. Seeing a few of them wiggling around like, goddamn, hats off, Brainbox Games. This is good stuff. Speaking of surprising details, the toilets and vending machines deserve a mention too. I'm not here to analyze the toilets as much as Ali Meowie did for Heavy Rain. You should go watch this video, by the way. It's actually incredible. But for me, being able to flush a toilet in a game is my the dog. So Fiddler's Green jumped in the rankings thanks to this inclusion alone. You can also use the vending machines to pop out some soda cans, which doesn't do anything. I would have thought they'd act as healing, but no, I was being foolish. Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's Green, I love saying that whole title, not a mouthful at all, takes itself far more seriously than that. Why did they allow you to do this then, you ask? Look at all this interactivity. Whee! I do find it funny that there are some nice details in the game, but the place where it would have been most appreciated, with the guns, isn't there. I know back in 2005, we didn't have the desire for realism as much as we do now, but it is a little silly to put 4 shells into a shotgun when you've only shot the thing one time. And the same goes for the starting rifle. Listen, it is what it is, but please stop pumping or cocking the gun. You already did that. On the topic of realism, while the vending machines, body bags, and toilets were fun glitches, some parts of these environments make me think the team wasn't exactly striving for attention to detail. This stairwell, I mean, how is someone supposed to use this door? That's nothing. Take a look at this back alleyway. How did this car get here? Oh shit, I get it now. Dead Rising 3 was referencing Fiddler's Green. Dead Rising 3 based anyone? Some of the glass breaking events
Massive comeback.
but it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in the stability of your game when it has to stop everything it's doing to load in the effect. This also happened with some Molotov throws, evaporating any satisfaction you'd get from the kill.
Where to next?
Oh,
the Death Star again, but for different objectives.
It's a Dorkax thing at this point, I'm sorry, but ever since Dying Light, I've been paying attention to doors in video games, and yeah, this passes the bar. In most cases, anyway. Sometimes the doors will close behind you and won't open, trapping you inside with the undead nightmares. What the fuck? Besides those, though, yeah, Fiddler's Green is pretty good. The ones you can't interact with will say locked, the ones you can will say you can open it. Sure, this is fine. Closing doors has utility too, as it can sometimes save you from an ambush of zombies spawning in behind you. I decided to close this one in the parking garage, and lo and behold, a huge cluster of zombies were denied entry, and I was able to clear them out far easier. These types are the exception, but most of the doors can be broken and destroyed by zombies, as you saw earlier with the crawler, and the hitboxes on the half-ruined ones are legit. You can poke your shovel through the gap and hit the zombies no problem. They also can't cheat when they're in this situation. If they're behind the temporary wall, sure enough, their attacks don't hit you.
It's a different objective. I'm playing a different mode.
Zombies can also damage each other, so if you position yourself right,
Still playing
or just,
it?
walk into
No, this is a different. This is not supremacy.
There's a couple of standout levels.
I'm playing
mostly
Assault.
due to their objectives. The clearing out of the movie theater was fantastic. A contained location with a set number of enemies to find and take out. Same for the Fiddler's Green at the end. However, the obligatory turret section kind of sucked. It feels like initially you might be running and gunning, but no, the truck drives the length of 3 basketball courts. Anything with the metric system would be great. And then you're locked down and immobile for the rest of the time with the turret. All of the combat is after you pull to a stop, funny enough. You have to prevent zombies from entering the city. And I got through it on the first try, but some weird bug happened. Even though none of the enemies got through, and I didn't see any more out there, I couldn't continue. You're stuck in this turret until the game says you finished the job, but let me tell you, I sat here for a good 10 minutes with no zombie threats to be found. so I think the game is a big bad liar. It's times like these where granting a player a skip ahead button would be nice. After having to reset to the checkpoint, oh gosh, I failed like 3 times in a row. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put the dumpsters and debris in your line of sight is out of their mind. This doesn't make it harder in a fun way. It makes it far less clear if the recently legless zombies are still alive or not.
Okay, I'm turning on the turning the tractor beam off.
Escort mission, however. You meet Otis in the police station. He was behind bars, and you rescued him with the intent of taking his truck over to the movie theater. He has to get to his truck, so you go to the roof with a sniper rifle and protect him from the incoming zombies. Dear God, what a nightmare of a level. I actually ended up having a really good time with it though, since you have to be very efficient with your actions. I even had to plan and route out my movements step by step. Spawn in, kill the zombies.
Damn, I almost turned it off.
First.
Shit, I almost had it.
And before cutting off the Otis munchers, park your butt in the stairwell, not the left side of the roof. Yeah, I thought I was being smart, getting a head start, since you will have to end up over there at some point. Under normal circumstances, this would be a perfectly valid strategy to undertake.
Ah, perfect.
Otis is dumb as
I have Anakin on the Death Star.
the wrong way for some
This is Rogue One in reverse.
practically encouraging players to
I want my hallway scene.
and because of that scripted blunder, you can't see him from this angle. Nope, gotta stay in the stairwell at the beginning. This is essentially the epitome of what people hate about these types of video game levels. What they point to specifically when painting a broad brush of escort missions are bad. Otis's AI is simply ludicrously terrible. He just fucking stands there, letting the zombies wail away on his face, shooting only every now and then, and naturally he dies after only a handful of hits. At least he's consistent, I guess, right? After all, I fired round after round into his skull earlier in the jail cell, and he was cool with it. Dude just likes to hold his ground and tank all incoming danger, huh? Add on the finicky and imprecise sniper headshot problem, and the game tosses you a zombie spawn now and again up on the roof. Good grief, I genuinely thought this level might have been it for me, where I had to admit defeat. Well, despite Seymour's directions, I got through it, thank fuck, on a go-to attempt. But guess what? There's another real escort level.
Alright, hold on.
Getting to the boats on the harbor. Since you can tag along with him, meaning you don't have to rely on the sniper the whole time, it actually isn't as bad. Until, of course, you have to separate and lower a bridge crossing for him. I tried sniping up top for a little while, but wasn't confident enough in my aiming, so I charged back down and Otis ran away from me, since he was scripted to at that time, of course. And my shotgun can't kill the other zombie. She hits him once.
Damn.
And he's dead. Unbelievable. On the second attempt, I fucking bum rushed it immediately, sprinting and hopping to my beloved Otis.
Let me wait at the menu and see what they're calling me.
After you find the working boat and do some other shenanigans, you both escape. Except, Otis isn't doing so hot. Yep, he's going to turn, and it's your job to put him down. In fact, if you wait a long enough time, he becomes a zombie in front of your eyes and starts attacking.
I don't want to be one of those creatures. Bandits!
Oh, my extra DS pens came in.
After I reloaded the checkpoint, I decided to beat him very slowly with the metal pipe. Funny stuff. At least this is better than the time he got his ass eaten out, right? Barely. Since this is a mid-2000s game, how could we not have a water level to round out the adventure? Seriously, I cannot believe this janky, barely holding it together zombie game put swimming sections in. Wild, absolutely wild. The final level, after you cleared out the streets of the City of the Living and the penthouse of Fiddler's Green, there's one more battle. And boy, this one was tough. I already used most of my ammo, and there's basically none here on the patio, so it required a lot of running around and tossing Molotovs, but I managed to frickin' do it. I beat Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's Green. On the Xbox. Despite the game's many issues, you gotta give it credit. It came out at a time where zombie games weren't the norm at all. House of the Dead and Resident Evil, and that's basically it. There's so much wrong with Fiddler's Green, but there is a framework of a good game here. I don't think it is a good game, but it is one that, if you can get past the plethora of problems, is kind of fun. Or maybe I'm just getting sucked into a zombie whirlpool, my thoughts taken over by the undead virus, forcing me to like obviously shitty games simply due to the fact that they have zombies in them. What have I become? Thanks for watching, folks. I know, this is the game you were all expecting, right? When I said last week I'd be doing a zombie game that's been asked about for years. No? Well, fucking hell, mate. Be more specific.
Yep, the Empire beat us.
Over at Patreon.com, who give me money to bludgeon Otis's face with a lead pipe. If you'd like early access to videos, you can head over to Patreon, or you can sign up to become a member on YouTube. I post the unlisted video links on the community page for members only. See, the PDF video is up for like 2 weeks. Otherwise, you can join my Patreon for free and get access to my monthly updates, where I usually talk about all the games I played that month. Fun stuff. Alright, see you next week. More zombies, more dying, more dead, more nation, more light, more Fred.
So no, you're summoning him?
Yep.
I love the night. I hate the rain. The night air is heavy and sweet. But I hate the rain. The rain will eventually stop.
Oh, I'm playing as the Empire this time. Is it the Death Star in reverse? Do we gotta defend it? I didn't even see what level we were on. I was looking away.
Bargain bin Splinter Cell with vampires. That's the best way of describing Vampire Reign. Or Bargain bin Metal Gear Solid with vampires, but that series had a vampire, or sort of. Vampire Reign does the world of survival horror with its stealth, but the end result is a mess. Instead of giving the with stealth options, it funnels you down one specific path for most of its runtime. It has a story and world where it's not sure what it wants to be. It doesn't have a distinct identity, pulling many threads from other series.
Defend the Death Star. Okay, at least I'm on the Empire.
One of the worst for the 360 or PS3 or its time frame of 2007 and 2008. The case of it's so bad, it's good. Do I agree with this? Not quite. I found myself enjoying the game more than I was expecting, given the game's review scores, and the outlets giving the game a score in the 30s. That said, it's not some overlooked title by any stretch. Those review scores are understandable, especially when you consider this time frame of the quality of games released on it. Being so bad it's good moments that I was looking forward to, they were few and far between. I was expecting more of coming in. Instead, most of these moments are bad, period, or baffling. Vampire Reign is also a title from a bygone era. This time frame of the 7th generation, the Xbox 360, PS3, here, saw the decline of the mid-budget title. What used to be a staple of the gaming market phased out as the cost of development continued to rise. And while there is a bit of a resurgence of the mid-budget title these days, it's nowhere near the numbers that we used to see. When studios and publishers still had a mentality of throwing things at the wall and seeing what would stick. And what they threw at the wall here with Vampire Reign is another mess. A game that looks bites and swollen fangs.
The sharpest to weather eyes and ears can steal their teeth.
A few notes before beginning. I am playing the PS3 version here, which came out a year later in 2008 after the 360 release in 2007. From what I've looked up, there's a little difference between the two beyond the PS3 version fixing some bugs. There is a multiplayer mode, which I won't be covering in this video. I'd also like to thank some older punchers who give extra support to the channel through Patreon and YouTube memberships. If you'd like early access to videos such as this one, credits, newsletter updates, taking part in polls, Discord polls on your Discord, consider supporting the channel. Those are the higher tiers of support will have names ready for closing credits. I recently revamped the Patreon and changed tier names and rewards. Depending on when you're watching this, there may be a 1-month discount for all tiers on Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel but not on a monthly basis, consider leaving a super thanks here on YouTube or a donation on Ko-fi.
Come on, Dark
All these links are
Death Troopers.
comments, including a link to the Open Punch Discord if you're interested. If you have the means to support the channel, please some consideration. That said, your views, likes, comments, subscriptions are more than enough to keep the channel going. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you. So let's dive into Vampire Reign. I will give Vampire Reign props for an extra intro cutscene for building intrigue. One deserving of
start with a game with a manual. When you're driving home with your parents, whether it was from Blockbuster or on the game, you start right to read the smell of that manual really helps the game's character shine even more. But alas, that's one of those elements that become lost to time. Where in-game tutorials took over with a manual to teach you, where you didn't need to read a manual beforehand to get an idea of the gameplay systems. Because by that point, there's actually nothing to manual. But let's continue on with this game intro. One screen mentions a billionaire, Lord Hessler, someone who contributes some funds to a local reconstruction project. There may be a link between him and these mass disappearances. In the missing persons list, there's a couple of note, one being Dr. Ernst.
Oh shit, Luke and Anakin are leading the assault.
Something about this
Okay.
cutscene is a shot of screen vampire as they're known in this game, Nightwalkers. Beyond a few instances, the word vampire receives...
They're trying to get some Death Star hallway scenes. I've been surviving as a Death Trooper. I'm just saying, fuck it, I'm just going guns a-blazing.
As far as the cutscenes go, it really grabbed my attention. I want to see what comes next here. And this intrigue continues with the following cutscene when you start a new game. East France, the year 1430. The young girl Jade is a sun rises. She is a vampire, but the sun has no effect on her. The man approaches her and frees her, one with the same condition. A vampire, but one created by nature and not a bite.
They're powering down the main weapon!
It's been 800 years since I last met a vampire created by nature, not a bite. Do not fear me. I am like you, a natural vampire. What is your name, child?
Securing position!
We cut to the present day. This is the American Information Bureau, or the AFB.
No, it's a game called Vampire Reign. Or, no,
And this is where the
Vampire
intrigue
Reign.
ends and stumbles.
Basically, it's like a Splinter Cell vampire game.
Sir, is the Nightwalker population really expected to exceed that of humans in 908 days? Where did you hear that? One of the lab boys, sir. He also said that if the growth went unchecked, 80 million people may be killed. That's what happens when you let pencil pushers run a country. They did absolutely nothing. Nightwalkers claim victims every night. I heard about your family, sir. I'm sorry. So am I, son. So am I.
Main weapon moving down!
We are about to create a brand new Game of Thrones game. Oh, so the main characters... Some city on the west coast, the recon team went in before the Nightwalker Extermination Team. As the Nightwalker Extermination Team, we're here to take out the Prime Nightwalker, the head honcho vampire of the area. Take them out on Nightwalker's
We defended the Death Star.
We play as John Boy, looking like a cross between Solid Snake and Sam Fisher. At first I thought he was a silent protagonist. He doesn't speak during this opening cutscene, but that's not the case. He's a man of few words throughout. Floyd was the only survivor from an incident 5 years ago when Nightwalkers wiped out his team. Leading the Nightwalker Extermination Team is Hank Harrison. He fills the gruff military leader trope and our demolition expert. Despite Lloyd being the only member of the team with previous experience with Nightwalkers, Harrison is the leader. Claire Kelly is our resident tomboy and sniper of the group. Her brother was part of Lloyd's team that died in that incident 5 years ago. Rounding out our group is Dwayne Hansen. An MIT dropout, he's our driver and tech expert of the group. He'll tend to stay with the vehicle as we make our way around.
Jakku up. I'm entering the sequel era.
This pizza delivery man. Sorry, I mean pizza deliver man. You shouldn't be drawing attention to yourself with improper grammar.
Uh-oh.
Get that adjusted. And again,
Geo, I landed in the sequels.
They're not the brightest of the bunch.
Heading somewhere. I'm going to interrogate that woman we captured. In that case, take the truck.
I want to make note of the voices here. Vampire Reign doesn't have credits for its voiceovers, but you'll recognize many of them, whether from games, anime dubs. Wendy Lee was the game's voice director, and her voice pops up throughout. Ones you'll also recognize include Noah North and Yuri Wenthal. But Hansen, our driver and tech expert, I know that voice, but from where?
Yes, sir. I've located the spot where the advanced team... I've also learned the advanced team died at the hands of their leader.
exquisite taste, known as Ronnie Bernacchi from The Shield. If you haven't watched The
Mm.
Shield before, what are you waiting for? I watched it for the first time last year. I've been meaning to watch it for the longest time. Once I
Jesus,
started,
there's so
I was
many
kicking
people.
myself for
God
not
damn, get out
watching
my
it
way.
sooner. Set in Los Angeles, The Shield follows a strike team within the LAPD that likes to push
Enemy
ahead
advancing on
on
the landing
Oh
pad.
my
Shield
god,
ran on
playing
FX from
on one.
2002 to 2008. While receiving much praise, it never received the recognition what channels like HBO were putting out around that time frame, like The Sopranos or The Wire. The Wire also ran from 2002 to 2008. But it's right up there with the very best that shows like The Sopranos or The Wire can offer. In some areas, even surpassing it. You can't think of a show that does a better job of having characters dealing with the consequences of their actions. Starting from the very first episode, with choices and consequences piling up over the course of seasons. When the strike team can't help themselves with some of their decisions, which takes them into a deeper hole. This all builds up to a finale where I'm hard-pressed to think of a better ending for a show. So many great shows fumble their ending, but The Shield's sixth landing that's a perfect fit for the show. It has one of the best casts to a show I've come across. The Shield was the breakout role for Walter Goggins, but as a friend, he's in the spotlight for his recent output. Go watch the pilot, which is one of the best around. It will hook you, especially with its ending. That closing montage with that Kid Rock song you always forget the name of or how to spell uses that early 2000s feel. I won't give my rendition of it, but I do have someone who will.
Ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, said up, jump, the boogie.
And that theme song for the Shield, one that comes blaring in at a high volume way hard to mix. Such a perfect fit for the show. Gets you pumped up for what's to come. I plan I may end up with a copyright strike, so I'll do my best attempt at it. Just another day. I hope my singing didn't put you off the show there. I've had several people click off this video after that attempt, but please do go watch the show. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Right, Vampire Rank. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We can't get in contact with the advanced team. We head out into the night to the rendezvous point to see if we can get in contact with them. Vampire Rank came out during an interesting
What the
time
hell?
frame when it comes to the stealth genre. We have a period of slim pickings with regard to major releases. The Xbox 360 release was in the summer 2007 for Western audiences. Splinter Cell series on a bit of a hiatus. We had Double Agent the year before, with the series now returning with Conviction in 2010. A more action-heavy approach. Hitman would chart the same course. Vampire Rain came out a few months before the first Assassin's Creed. The PS3 version, which I'm playing here, released in the fall of 2008, after the launch of Metal Gear Solid 4, which was more or less the most anticipated title on the PS3 up until that point. You'd have the Batman Arkham series giving their take on stealth mixed in with other elements. Games with heavy emphasis on stealth would take a bit of a backseat as the cost of development rose, leaving us with games like Vampire Rain, which once again you don't see that often anymore. That mid-budget title that used to be the bread and butter of the gaming market. So, how does Vampire Rain handle? It plays like Splinter Cell with far more jank and lack of polish. The controls are similar, but they feel a bit off. Especially when it comes to sneaking around, but hold that thought for now. When it comes to its UI, it has very strong resemblance to what Metal Gear Solid 4 was doing with its own. We'll spend a good chunk of the game out in these city streets. We'll have our objectives. We'll have to deal with, or more often than not, avoid the Nightwalkers altogether. The Arkham Lake Game Edition, these are the only enemies that were the case. There's a bit further into the game where I thought security cameras would enter the fold. Something else we'd have to take into consideration. No, it's only in one mission where you have to help your team and disable them. Besides, the Nightwalkers, they're more than enough to deal with. Using our Necrovision, yeah, that's what it's called, Necrovision, we can mark Nightwalkers on our minimap. It's used to identify Nightwalkers from regular humans. It's rare, but there still are some humans still hanging out around town. Why the Nightwalkers aren't going after them, I don't know why.
Find target. Elite First Order agent on site.
Vampire Rain feels a bit ahead of the curve with its marking system. Something that became common in future stealth titles. This will show their line of sight on the map moment to have. There's a bit of a grace period if they do spot you. The game gives them ample warning if they're suspicious. You have a couple moments to get off sight and move on to them. This is where more of the survival horror elements of Vampire Rain come into place. When Nightwalkers do detect you, they'll go into a rage and make a beeline for you. At this point, you're more or less done for, depending on what weapons you have on hand. Your pistol, next to useless.
Survive the encounter.
Round to deal with. Unless you're precise with your shots and have plenty of space between them, you're done for. They'll be over to you in no time and smack you around. All it takes, 2 hits.
time where I survived from a Nightwalker attack after getting hit. I was with my teammates and we managed to kill a Nightwalker after I took a hit. But with a sniper rifle or a shotgun, you can deal with Nightwalkers in 1 or 2 hits. The thing is, Vampire Rain dictates when you have these weapons. It's common to have one mission where you'll snipe Nightwalkers, only for the next mission to take that sniper rifle away from you. No real narrative reason. The game wants you to take a stealth approach instead, because that's how the game rolls. We'll also have these turret-like sections. The game will have Nightwalkers making a conga line toward us. Instead of a turret, we'll have a stash of weapons and may have access to a sniper rifle or shotgun. Or our team will also be with us. There's an odd moment later in the game where we'll have one of these conga line turret sections, where the game gives us a sniper rifle or shotgun. Were they lying on the ground? No, it appeared in our inventory out of thin air. But we do have other options that open up later in the game, like the UV knives. One that have a one-time use. Sneak up on a Nightwalker for an instant kill.
Alright, I think I've put in enough time. I'm gonna relax.
You put in like 4 hours.
Actually,
Like
3.
3.
Any parting words, Kyo?
Watch the great Alex Jones.
Wait, what do you want? What Alex Jones thing are you watching? Because I might have to watch it while I'm... Oh, okay. Oh boy, Alex Jones. My girl hates Alex Jones. I've been using the Warhammer memes on her from Alex Jones, and then she just looks at me dirty. She's like, why? I'm like, well, it's funny. So, alright. Everybody, I hope you have fun. Baby, since Battlefront 2 has come back, I'll stream it more. I miss my old Battle